Hi. Been on a little hiatus, but I did catch wind of this. So I just wanted to give you, Gabi, a little bit of education because it appears that even though you have tried this before and got nowhere, you haven't learned a lesson. And I like to teach lessons.
Do about it. Yeah, I sure did. I sure did. No, it's slandering. You're literally saying that I'm child abuse? Really?
I don't know what you would call abuse, child abuse, but for me, child neglect certainly does fall in that category, and just the limited time that I've kept up with you specifically, I have witnessed neglect. In this very live, you're welcome for clipping it out. Your child is pretty much begging for your attention, but you are too busy on TikTok, I guess, grandstanding, lying to people, making yourself a victim yet again, to actually get off the fucking internet and take care of him. So yes, that would be neglect, which I consider abuse.
It's disgusting. I'm gonna throw up.
Did anybody ever tell you you were a terrible actress? Asking for myself, really.
It's not funny. It's not a joke. You cannot do that if you don't have any factual evidence.
Just so you know, that's actually not true. In order to prove defamation and or slander, the person that posted that, even if they had what they believe to be the truth, they could post it and not face any consequences. And let's remember that for the last 3 years, you have been on the internet providing people with tons of proof of all of the things that were mentioned in that Craigslist post, which Craigslist, let's be real. I did see a couple of posts on Facebook that were kind of old. They weren't new. So this doesn't appear to be something new that you deal with. I also happen to know that you don't have the 30 grand that it would cost you to attempt to sue somebody for slander and defamation, because have you paid the judgments that you owe to Brownie and my friend finds out yet?
Oh my God, Lord help me. And then they said something about my nails and my period blood. Oh my God, that's where I'm gonna throw up.
Again, something that whoever posted that Craigslist ad would have had reason to believe that was factual, right? Yep, there would go any slander or defamation.
And they're saying that I'm like frauding the government, SSI fraud. Oh yeah.
So just a question, does the government know that you and your son's father live together? Because I would think that your combined income would automatically toss you out of any type of help from food stamps and programs like that.
Oh yeah. The truth hurts. The truth hurts. Really?
Yeah, so just what I've seen, you really have an aversion to the truth. You don't like the truth very much. You don't like to hear the truth about yourself. You cannot take any constructive criticism whatsoever. And you have been on the internet for 3 years, putting your behavior on full display for everyone. Also, something to take note of, right? Because you mentioned your job and you made all of that public, didn't you? So when you make things public, okay, you have to take the criticism that comes with that. You open yourself up for people to give their opinions about you, and the truth is protected speech, Gabrielle.
It is true. Really? It is it? Really? Is it? Is it? Is it really? Apparently, they're sending it all to Florida, the news article, it's already spread it on Craigslist. Have they put my job on there?
I'm really failing to see the issue here because you put this stuff on the internet. So you wouldn't have much of a legal leg to stand on in that department.
That's not cool. She has a child. Exactly, Julie. Exactly.
No, that doesn't hold up. Why do you always use that kid as a scapegoat? Why do you do that? You put your behavior on the internet, okay? So if you're already putting yourself out there, nobody else is risking the safety of that child but you. That responsibility falls on you, babe.
Exactly. But you cannot post that if it's not true. You're slandering my name. Oh my God.
That is actually not true either. Okay, the public is allowed to have an opinion on your behavior on the internet, first and foremost. Secondly, from the posts that I've seen, there is reason to believe that those things are actually factual. Therefore, they're shot down any defamation or slander. But if you have a problem with the way that the internet has the opinion of you, why don't you try to change that behavior instead of perpetuating it? Is that too big a word for you? I noticed that you have like serious spelling issues, but does that not occur to you? If people have a negative opinion of you, why would you not change the behavior in order to make your reputation better? Instead, you continue to lie, rage bait, use your kid, and then you get mad when people have an opinion on those behaviors. That's not slander, babe. It's just not. And I will say it again. In order for it to be defamation or slander, the person that posted that would have to knowingly know that the things that they're saying are false. That is not the situation here.
I'm waiting for a call because something needs to be done. I don't even know.
What a way to waste more resources. What a way to waste their time. Do you not think that the police in Florida, they don't have better things to do than deal with your internet bullshit? Honestly, it's wild behavior to me. You are putting yourself on the internet. You cannot take the criticism that comes with your behavior. So you think that that's a reason to call the police?
No, I'm gonna have to go to the courts now. That's fine. If I have to, I have to. I don't really care about this. This is not okay. This is not okay. You can't just do that to somebody when you have no evidence.
See, I hate to tell you, Gabi, but the evidence isn't on your side. You don't know who did that. Didn't you learn a lesson about walking into a courtroom and blaming people for things that they have not done? No, I guess not. That's not how it goes. Even if you knew who posted that, you don't have a leg to stand on and you are only wasting your time. If you want your reputation to change on the internet, stop doing the shit that you do. Take a fucking break and get your fucking mental right, because you're only getting worse. It truly is insanity. Do you know what the definition of insanity is? Your behavior on the fucking internet.
So if I have to go to the courthouse, I will.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. You're gonna go to the courthouse and say what? Somebody posted this about me on Craigslist. I don't know who. Are you fucking joking?
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I don't find this I don't find this funny. I find it sick. I find it disturbing. I find it I find it, I literally, I find it not even funny.
You know what I don't find funny? Child abuse and neglect, animal abuse, weaponizing your child in an event to fucking victimize yourself against a woman that you didn't even know. Faking cease and desist letters and having somebody potentially lose their fucking career because you can't take the opinions on the internet. Shall I continue? Faking illnesses. That's a good one, right? Don't you do that? Domestic abuse. All things I don't find funny, but you shove down the fucking internet's throat every day that you're on it. But then when they have the opinion, you have a problem. Wasting court's time, wasting police time, sitting on the fucking internet with pupils the size of fucking UFO sources and claiming you don't have a drug problem. Those are things I don't find funny. I don't find it funny that you create these situations and then make yourself a fucking victim in them. I don't find it funny at all.
I find it so gross.
I would imagine that the people that are taking to other platforms, Craigslist, Facebook, and such to discuss your behavior don't feel the same exact way, okay? Self-reflect a bit. Think about the reactions that people have to your actions. You can't get upset with it, because if you don't like the reactions, stop the fucking action.
It's disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. It's not funny. It's not funny. Do you know who did it? No, but I'm making a report.
How are you making a report if you don't know who did it? You just fucking blame anybody for anything.
I already called Aaron. Aaron's like, you guys are fucking sick.
That man is sick of your shit, Gabi. Do you understand that? Do you understand that you are losing your family, which should be the most important thing to you, and not just by words, actions, baby, okay? That man is sick of dealing with TikTok shit. So tread carefully.
How can you say, it says on, so I guess there's something on Craigslist or whatever. I'll take it. These people are sick. So on Craigslist, it says that I do Spark. And so it says Gabi is a Spark driver, and she and it has my username on there, my TikTok, all my TikTok accounts, and it's saying she, does Spark with her bloody fingernails. That's one. Another.
Now, I showed you the screenshot that would shoot that out of the sky, but it's clear you don't have the best personal hygiene.
Another one saying that it says that Gabi neglects her child and Gabi abuses her child.
You do realize that I don't even know how many CPS cases is not a flex. You do realize that one could make the argument that is abuse. And do you really need me to discuss neglect? Do you know what neglect is? Neglect is sitting on lives daily, and not caring for your kid. That is neglect. So I just want to make sure you understand that.
Her 4-year-old son, sexual assault, her 4-year-old son.
That's gross. Rage baiting, Gabrielle. That's what that is. I want you to show me where it says anything about sexual assault. Where do you see that? Just wondering. This is how you get your supporters to sympathize and fucking you guilt trip them. So, are you gonna retract it? I also want to know who the fuck uses Craigslist these days.
Should I keep going? Because I'm going to throw up. I'm gonna fucking throw up.
I noticed you didn't mention anything about the fraudulent legal documents or the scamming. How about that?
I'm literally gonna throw up because you cannot sit there and say that I abuse and sexual abuse my 4-year-old son. Are you kidding me?
I just want to know where you got that from. You know? Are you going to correct that to your audience? You know, that you just, I don't know, pulled that out of thin air, and for what? For what? What was your reason for that? Because it doesn't say anything about sexual abuse.
Are you kidding me? Are you out of your damn mind? Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
One could make the argument that you are the one that is out of your minds. And it doesn't seem to be getting any better. So you would think that, like, one would seek a solution instead of a problem, but you just keep compounding your problems. Super strange behavior for, what, a 33-year-old woman. I think that you have more important things to do than make your image worse on the internet. You also mentioned, like, contacting your son's school. Do you think that they're not aware? Do you think that the people that are associated with you are not aware of what you do on the internet? I don't think that that's the case. But like, for me, if multiple people are telling you the same thing, as a matter of fact, I would venture and say pretty much everybody, besides, like, delusional Mimi, tells you the same things. Doesn't that look like something you should pay attention to or try to change? What happened after you lost in court and those judgments were placed against you? You were turning over a new leaf, seeing the psychiatrist, right? Do you remember that? Lasted like a day. Maybe you should start doing more of that and less rage baiting on the fucking internet.
And you think that that's okay to post? Where is your evidence? Where is your evidence? Now I have to call the fucking school.
Babe, the evidence is all over the internet for the last 3 years. Your behavior on the internet, that's the evidence here.
Truly disgusting. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know how to feel. But you cannot post that if it's not true. Which it's not. Where is your evidence? Where is your proof?
Just for clarification, don't you do things, say things, post things that are not true? Wasn't it you that sat in your life saying that Feisty talked about your kid? Or wasn't that you? Isn't it you who still refuses to admit that you lost in court against Brownie and finds out? Isn't that you that still denies having to pay them lawyer fees? Isn't it you that sat on the internet saying when the truth came out about that cease and desist that everybody was going to be mind blown? Wasn't that you? Wasn't it you that faked multiple pregnancies? That was you. See, some of us have a better moral compass than others, because those are all things that I wouldn't do. You know what I mean? I happen to prefer facts, the truth, and proof, right? I rely heavily on proof. And babe, the internet is your behavior on the internet for the last 3 years is all the proof that anybody needs to be able to post something on Craigslist and not face any repercussions for it, because it was the truth that you refused to admit to yourself.